Hi guys, it's Paul Bowen again, bringing you some more videos on hair, wigs, hair systems, whatever we want to call them. First off, I want to apologise, last video, don't know if you spotted it, might be the reason why I didn't do so well, I spelled swim wrong. So yeah, bit of dyslexia there for you. So, let's get in with today's video. So today's video, a lot of people ask me like, you know what I mean, and everyone kind of does this. People always look for the negatives in things. No matter what it is you may find, everyone kind of wants to know what the catch is, what they're getting into, there must be a negative in there somewhere. So I'm going to give you some of what I think are the negatives with the hair system. Obviously nothing is ever perfect, so I'm just going to give you my personal negatives. And while you're listening to these, although you might agree with them and then be like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get one. Now, bear in mind, through all these negatives, I've still got a hair system on. So bear that in mind when you're listening to this and thinking, if I'm okay with these negatives, then yeah, let's go for it. So, first negative, and I've touched on this in my first video, is the cost. Okay, as we know, £35 a week might not be affordable to some people. If you are someone that is living, wage to wage, doesn't have any extra income, is tight every month, then I'm sorry, I don't think a hair system's for you. It's gonna top you over that edge of, being able to comfortably afford to live. However, if there are some things where you can cut back on, maybe a gym membership, maybe you buy fancy clothes, and you can cut back on things, then 100% the cost element, maybe go through that. But as I said, any money paying out is a negative. So as the cost, yes, that is a negative when having a hair system. Number two, now that would probably be the maintenance of it. It is slightly different than having hair. You do have to go to the hair, well, I recommend going to the hairdressers anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks. If you're not used to that and you're just used to shaving the head every once in a while, getting up, not even thinking about your hair, it's going to be a big change, especially for someone like me. I was, fully bald for 7 years. Having hair, there's a big difference there. You might want to get up 15, 20 minutes earlier in the morning when you first get one just to do your hair, and that's the same hair system or real hair. You still have that time of doing your hair in the morning. There's sometimes if you are self-maintenance, there's the gluing it on and taping, which is extra on time, like extra time that's needed to do the system. So maintenance there really being one of, again, the negatives. However, if you have got time, you're only talking, maybe an extra hour in a week, maybe throughout the week. And I've got it down literally to minutes. Obviously, I like actually going and having my hair done, so I don't see going to the hairdressers as a negative. I see it as a positive. I really look forward to it. Tracy that does my hair knows I do enjoy it. I love having like my sides cut. I like having my hair washed. I think that's kind of a positive. But for some people, the maintenance side could be a negative. So I'm going to put that down as number 2. The last one on my negative list, number 3, and this is probably the biggest one. It's a challenge that I faced, and I think that you might face it as well, is the mental side of having a hair system. Now, I know what you're thinking, Paul, what do you mean mental side? You've just fixed all my worries of being bald. Well, unfortunately, there is a side effect of that, and for me, at first, that was, can anybody tell? You're constantly looking in the mirror to make sure everything's okay. You do a little bit like this, and you going down the street sometimes thinking like, are people looking? Are people staring at it? If you catch someone looking at you, are they looking at my hair? That is something that you will come to terms with in time. Obviously, for me now, I don't give any, I just walk down the street, doesn't bother me at all. I've well past that stage of caring what people think anyway, but also, I know for a fact that no one's looking at my hair thinking, is that a wig? But I know for the first few weeks, especially if you're going from someone like myself that went from no hair to boom, full head of hair, in your mind you're thinking, it's a wig, You know, I mean, other people can tell and they can't. You know, a lot of my friends have forgotten I wear a wig and still sometimes they go, oh, yeah, oh, I forgot you've got one on. Like, do you know what I mean? It is a mental thing personally. And I think once you can get over that, you're fine. But I will warn you, it does take a while to get over that mental struggle of, you know, caring what people think, making sure that your hair is absolutely perfect before you go out. I know when I was, you know, first having it done, I would spend ages in the mirror, you know, and you would just be, you know, making sure it is absolutely perfect before you went out. But once you get used to it, you get used to styling it, you get so much more confidence, you know, you have more people paying you attention, obviously the opposite sex, or maybe same sex if you're that way. You know, you get more attention. It is a better thing. So that mental block will go, you know, you will get over that, and I have no questions that you will get over that. So yeah, they're my 3 kind of main negatives of a hair system. You know, if you think that them 3 weren't that bad, then boom, you know, go and get one done. Obviously, like I said, I've been wearing mine now for 3 years, so if it was really that bad, do you think I'd still carry on wearing it? No. You know, there are many, 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 many positives that I could reel off, and I'll probably do a separate video. But as the negatives go, I would say they're my top 3, so there you go. I'd love, absolutely love for you to leave some more comments down below. I know my last video didn't get any comments. But my subscribers are up, the likes are up, so that, you know, I'm more than happy with that. I'd love to answer some of your guys' questions. Please, you can DM me on my Instagram or leave a comment in the YouTube there if you know, depending on if you want to stay anonymous or not. And I'd love to answer some more questions. Okay guys, have a good week and I shall see you soon.